Okay, so, okay, I know my camera is awful, and so this tutorial might be a little bit hard, but this is a tutorial for Polymer Clay. It's Phantom of the Opera. It's the Red Death. I don't know if you can really see this very well, but here he is. This is more of the classic Phantom of the Opera Red Death as opposed to the Gerard Butler, the newer movie one. I ran out of my colored clays, so I have my white Sculpey clay that I'm going to be showing you how to do this with. Bear with me, please. It is not the best clay for this kind of stuff. It's really soft, so it's like mushy, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to try, and on top of that, my camera isn't that good, so please forgive me. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to comment or message me, and I will answer your question for you. But this is actually really simple to do, so you're going to need, like I said, I only have white, but you're going to need red, black, and white polymer clay. You're going to need just a couple tools, just something like this and this kind of little dealy, but I'm not sure what it's called, but you could use a toothpick, honestly, and I highly suggest you getting a couple toothpicks out during this, because one you can use as a tool, and the other I suggest using for his little staff. You can cover the staff, I'm sorry if you can't see it, with clay, and it has some kind of support behind it, especially with the clay that I'm going to be showing you, because like I said, it's soft. But first off, you're going to need to make a ball for the body, and you're going to make it into like a little cone shape, kind of. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a little cone, like cone-shaped thing, and that's the body. You're going to need a second ball of clay. I make my things kind of like big-headed, so he has, like I said, this is, I'm just going to squish this after. This is just to give you a general idea. I generally will stick it together with like the glue. Well, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a clay glue. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. And so far you're going to have, obviously, just a little cone figure with the little round head. Then, well, actually, you need two balls that you're going to just, little ones, that you're going to use as the feet. And all you do is squish it, squish them down. I kind of shape them so they're more oblong than a circle. And I just kind of even them out. Then I press them together at one end, not both ends. So then you'll have something like this, just the 2 feet. And then you put the body on the feet, so then you'll have something that looks like that. Then for his face, for the skull mask, you're going to need a ball of clay, just one that's about the size of the feet that you made, and you're going to flatten it a little until you get something that looks like this. And what I did was to get it like a skull shape, kinda, I just kind of took my nails and pushed it into the sides. So then you'll have something that, like I said, this is kind of just a rough thing right now for me, like a little rough draft of one, just to give you a general idea. Sorry about that. I wish I had better clay. I'd make it a little better so you get a better idea, but you're going to get something like that. And then you're going to take, you could, like I said, you could do this with a toothpick as well. And you're just going to make the 2 eyes. You just, one circle, 2 circles. So then there are his eyes at the top. And then you just make, for the nose, you're going to make like a little V, an upside down V kind of. This one isn't coming out very good, but you'll get the general idea when you're doing this. So you'll have something that looks like that. And then for the mouth, I just kind of make a line across, another line below that. So you'll have something that looks like that. And then I just make little lines all the way across for teeth. And then you'll have something that looks kind of like that. Just two lines across, like horizontally, and then tiny little vertical ones in between that. And then you're going to push that onto his head, because this is a mask, so it doesn't have to like be even on there. Obviously, it will look better. Sorry about that. So then you'll have something that looks like this, but it will look better because, like I said, this clay is mushy and not easy to work with when you're doing things like that. But you're getting the general idea. Then you're going to take another ball of clay, one that was about the size of the head that you made, maybe a little bit smaller, and just flatten it out into, doesn't have to be like a perfect circle or anything, but just flatten it out. And that's going to be the hat. Then you're going to take another ball and just flatten it. Not all the way, just kind of like that. And you're going to put that in the middle. That's the top of the hat. And you're just going to take one side of the hat and roll it up. So then you'll have something that looks like this. And then you're just going to put it on the head. I don't know how you, when you're making your clay things, if you use like a certain glue or whatever to bond it, but I would suggest that for the hat. So then you'll have something that will look similar to this. And the head, the body, and the feet are red. The skull face is white, and the hat is black. So you'll have something that looks like that, but it won't be falling apart. Like I said, this clay is horrible for it. Okay, I'm going to try to make this faster. I would use a toothpick if I were you, like I said, for the cane, and then just cover it in black clay. So this is, you'll have something that looks like this. And then for the skull on the top of the cane, I just took a little ball, squished one end of it so that the bottom of it is a little bit smaller, you know, kind of just make like a more face-shaped thing. And basically do with this what you did for his skull mask. You just make two little circles in there in the top, a little upside down V, and then two lines going vertical, or no, horizontal, I'm sorry, and then you're going to make tiny little vertical lines in those two for the teeth, and hopefully yours will look better than this. This is just, it'll look something like that, but better. I'm sorry. Like I said, this clay is awful for this. And then you're just going to stick it on there. You might even want to leave a little bit of the toothpick that you used sticking out to stick that on, and use some kind of glue as a bond. Then for the arms, I just took two little pieces of clay and made them kind of look like snakes. Okay, his head came off, but you're just going to stick them on the side. Hope, you know, yours won't be like this, because that'll still be on. And then you just stick, your cane won't be floppy because you'll have it supported with a toothpick or whatever. But the general idea is it'll look like that when it's done. And actually, it'll look like this when it's done. You get the general idea, though. Actually, I used a glow-in-the-dark clay for his skull mask, but that's why it's a different color than this skull on his staff. But if you have any questions at all, I'm so sorry that the camera isn't very good, and the lighting is awful in here, and I can't help that. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them at the bottom. And I'm going to be doing another tutorial. Hopefully I can try to figure something out so it's a little bit, you can see a little better. But
that's it. So, like I said, any questions, just let me know.